How do you protect yourself when your government turns on you? Authoritarianism is back across the West, from Europe to the Biden-Harris censorship regime that would fit perfectly in communist China. I think many of us were surprised during COVID to realize just what the supposedly liberal West has become. Of course, it was decades in the making. COVID just showed their cards, and for better or worse, this has happened many times in history. Authoritarianism is kind of the human default. It's the state of nature, the original state. Humanity has a lot of experience with authoritarianism, so how did people protect themselves last time? Probably the most relatable episode is World War II, and that really depended where you are and how far along the path your country had gone. So if you were in New York, you adjusted your stock portfolio. If you were in Britain, you moved to the countryside and stockpiled canned food. If you were in Switzerland, you packed a go bag in case the German army decides to fill in the map. And if you were in Germany, of course, the only plan was get the heck out. The problem is knowing when to pull each trigger, when you adjust the portfolio, buy the canned goods, pack the go bag, when do you get the heck out? And each of these preparations has a cost. Now, the more successful you are, the more embedded you are in your country, the higher those costs go. So moving your family, your business, your portfolio, converting your career to location independent. Now, people ask, why didn't people leave Berlin before it was too late? And those costs are why. But there's a silver lining to this, which is that means the vast majority of us will stay and fight. In fact, the people with the most to lose, the natural elite, are the most likely to stay. For example, in every election since George W., we've been treated to Hollywood liberals threatening to leave the country. You never hear influential conservatives saying that. They'll stay. And stay we should, because I know I've made this point in other videos, but we are going to win. They're overextended, they've completely lost touch with the people, and democracy is coming for them. We were already seeing it with Trump surging in the polls. Canada's probably on deck for next year, and even some European countries are electing populists. But even more important than tactical, like this election or the next couple of years, if you zoom out, rarely in history has liberty had so many advantages, thanks to the internet with a big assist from Elon Musk. So liberty starts out with the advantage that man is not by nature a slave. Slavery being an unstable equilibrium, it is fragile, it's just waiting for the right push. But this is up against the natural advantage of authoritarianism, which is that it has the money, and money buys guns. It has the money because it seizes half of what you earn and uses it against you, and then it prints up what else it needs at the central bank. Then it uses that money to control the levers of society, education and media to finance, which we saw in living color during COVID. So we have the numbers, they have the money. So what's next? Brought to you by Unchained.com. If it's a question of numbers versus money, we are absolutely winning. In the 1970s, Murray Rothbard said you could fit the entire liberty movement in a New York living room. Now there are billions of us. So forget a living room, we couldn't fit in a state. Meanwhile, their advantage, money, is collapsing before our eyes in crippling debt, nervous financial markets, and the limits of inflationary printing. In short, we are getting stronger, they are getting weaker, and the longer it takes, the more spectacular will be the victory. Read the rest with charts and all the gory details at profsatange.com. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time.